Greetings and welcome to the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. The Kawasaki W Series is not the bike that you think it is. I've heard everything from Kawasaki made a better Bonneville than Triumph, to if you want a Triumph, why not just get a Triumph? To other things such as a modern bike, I'm disappointed the engine only makes 51 horsepower in USA and Canada, or 47 to 48 horsepower in the EU. To it's too damn heavy for a modern motorcycle. Why does it weigh nearly 500 pounds? To why is it more expensive than a Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, which makes about the same power? To the 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers an hour is really slow for a modern naked motorcycle. The best part about all the people who supply these comments, very few, if any, that I know of, have ever ridden a Kawasaki W Series. To all these comments, I can easily reply, the Kawasaki W Series is not the bike that you think it is. Some of the time, I get a defensive response regarding the all-knowing rando on the internet is wiser, smarter, more experienced, and should never be questioned by anyone, especially not someone who makes videos on YouTube. Sometimes I get the woke guy against misogyny and the supremacy of the white man response as well. Guilty as charged. I am a person who believes in the rights of everyone and not just a select few. Believe people are people, and not one of us gets to decide to rank the value of other people based on solely skin pigment, gender, sexual preference, etc. For those of you who understand how absurd and silly that trolling attitude is, I'm happy to talk about the Kawasaki W Series for what it actually is. The Kawasaki W Series is made by Kawasaki. Makes sense, right? The exact same company that never sold nor was purchased multiple times by different individuals as the original W1 was built, after Kawasaki acquired Maguro. The Kawasaki W Series is still made in Japan and was not outsourced to the lowest bidder with insanely low labor costs like so many other motorcycles. The Kawasaki W Series uses steel for the frame, fuel tank, fenders, and most parts instead of plastic or low-cost alloys. Because of these reasons, the Kawasaki W Series is more expensive than companies who build their bikes with lower quality cost materials in low-cost labor markets. The Kawasaki W800 is the only true parallel twin currently in production that I know of. And just in case you don't understand the difference between an inline twin to a parallel twin, the inline twin will have a 180 or a 270 degree crank. The true parallel twin has pistons, which move together with a 360 degree crank and alternate firing order. Add to this the wonderful engine and beautiful bevel-driven camshaft. I haven't seen one of those on a modern motorbike besides the W. The Kawasaki W800 is a nostalgia machine. It's meant to bring back and remind you of what it's like to have ridden a motorcycle from the 60s to early 70s for the first time. It doesn't duplicate that experience because it can't. Everything has changed. Technology, emission standards, fuel no longer being leaded, no longer using carburetors or a kickstart, lights being LED as opposed to incandescent, improvement to materials, and exceptionally reliable and long-lasting, properly designed, engineered, and built engines. Can you get a 1970s motorcycle and ride it around? Of course you can. Having ridden lots of heritage bikes, I recommend getting a comprehensive toolkit and get good at roadside repairs. All the while knowing a good machinist so you can get new replacement parts. It's totally possible to keep old bikes on the road for a very long time and put tons and tons of miles on them. For me, I love having all the modern amenities of the Kawasaki W800, LED lighting, ABS, slipper clutch, while retaining some of the outstanding features of the bygone era, including a fully functional center stand, true spoked wheels, dual clocks, and a wonderful 5-speed, fifth is overdrive, transmission. If you enjoyed the video, please do give a like and subscribe, or consider doing so. And keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down, and keep it wheel.